Welcome to new Lights On podcast. If you like what you hear, please tap into your generosity, rate us 5-star, and share. My name is Mitra, Manesh. I'm a mindfulness storyteller and educator. I teach at UCLA's Mindful Awareness Research Center at Semel Institute for Neuroscience and Human Behavior. I'm the founder of INNERMAP Mindfulness app, and I've also been privately coaching many knowns and unknowns of the world, helping them to live, love, and lead more mindfully at home and at work for the past 35 years. I'm so excited to share with all of you real moments, real questions, real answers, and real stories that happen in my day-to-day life during teaching, coaching, and other interactions. Some episodes are directly recorded at location and some recorded in my studio. Lights On podcast was born to shed light on the challenges and magic we share in life. Some topics may be a bit more challenging than others, but I hope I can spark curiosity, compassion, and growth in each of your lives, and maybe even coach you in how to navigate things with a bit more ease and peace. This episode is about working with very charged and challenging emotions. A participant asked me a question about, what do I do when I get really angry, really out of control? What is the formula? And this is as close as I could come to a formula. Here you go. Working with challenging emotions. Yes. That's the agreement that you're having with yourself. Yes. The other person didn't participate. When I expect you to do this, were you part of that decision? I just, in my head, I decided, thou shalt not do this and that. Like it's a one-way agreement. It's not a mutual agreement. So the first thing you do, you actually feel your emotions, because if you allow them and not become one with it, feel it. You see, there's a it, there's a me, and there's a it. Feel it. Don't be it. Feel it. And I always say, what you don't feel, you act. You feel it out, you act it out. Feel it out, act it out. So if I don't feel it out, I'll act it out eventually, one way or another. So the first step is to actually feel the sensation, every place that it's showing, what it's doing to your body, what it's doing to your heart, what it's doing to your mind, what it's doing. You actually become the observer of this emotion going through you and really allow it to be, part of you. The second step, what you do with it is you ask it, because it has a lot of information. What gifts do you bear for me? What are you giving me? There is something that I'm not understanding if I'm experiencing this emotion so strongly. This is the beautiful question, when the feeling is so charged, what is the unmet need underneath this emotion? So when I'm saying, I'm just upset with you, okay, that's great. But really the question is, why? What is the need? When you ask, actually, the needs are very, very basic sometimes. I'm feeling unsafe. Instead of telling you I'm feeling unsafe, I'm being upset with you in an extreme way. So asking, one is allowing it in. It's just imagine that it's a guest, as Rumi says. So you first open the door and you let the guest to come in. Then you feel your emotions in your body and all of that. And then you say, what news do you have for me? Why did you come all the way to my home? What do you want to tell me? Where is the wisdom? Where is the gift? What is the need that I have that allows anger to be so strong in me? So that gift that anger has is amazing, and stronger the feeling, the stronger and more valuable the gift. Obviously, if I get angry at this level, the need is this level. But if it's like, ooh, it's so strong, there's a huge unmet need here. that obviously I need to identify, because the unmet need is not going anywhere. It just depends on which one of you will trigger it. So 1, to let it in, 2, sit with it and ask it and find the wisdom, find the gift, find the need that it's not being met. And the third step is to do something about it. What to do? The compassion, the equanimity practice, the loving kindness practice for you, for the other person, for somebody else in the world, whatever allows you to connect with compassion and equanimity and all of these wonderful things, that's the remedy. And if I have it for the next door neighbor, that's where I go, because that's a more neutral place. If I can send it to the news that I heard and there was a problem and an earthquake somewhere else, I send it to them. This is an easy place. There's a hospital across the road. You can send it to the patients in that hospital, which may have nothing to do with you. So 1 is allow it in. 2 is to sit with it and ask for the wise counsel and advice and information and gift that it's bringing you, and then do something about it for yourself or for somebody else, wherever you can meet compassion. And that's how we work with it. But really, without the first step, nothing else happens. When we have learned, and we have learned, to just reject it and close the door on this guest, then there is nothing to do except to just roll in anger. It's much better to let it in. It's much, much easier. It's against the norm, but it's the healthier thing to do. To just allow it to come in and sit with you and see what it has for you, because it has a lot of information. Last time I was really angry, it was very interesting, and I think I talked about it in this class. I was watching myself. I really was, it was almost like out-of-body experience. And I could see I was out of control, but I was watching myself being out of control. It's like, don't say that, and I would say it. Don't do that. It's like, oops, too late, sorry. It was just like a delayed reaction, but it was just like I was sitting there and watching myself. And then next time, it becomes easier. I actually advise myself before I say those words and do those things.
Hope this episode answered the question or two for you, or provoked and inspired questions in you. I'm so grateful you showed up and listened up. Until the next time, be well and stay curious.